Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I will be building a super budget 1080p gaming PC, which could run, let's say, Valorant at like 120 FPS and some of the more traditional FPS shooter games that many of us play. So just quickly talk about the parts. For this video, I took a more different approach compared to my other PC building videos, is because usually I would go for the Q300L micro ATX case from Cooler Master. However, everything's so expensive now, so I wanted to make this a very budget-friendly gaming computer. So for the case, I got this soeyi V200 micro ATX case right here. While it does say micro ATX, it is very small, as you can see on the box right here. So that's gonna be a challenge, especially with cable management, but we'll see how we'll do that. Anyways, given how small the case is, we couldn't get a B450 or B550 motherboard. We had to get a motherboard which had 2 RAM slots instead of 4, which could reduce the length of the motherboard and hopefully have space for cable management. So this is the A520M from ASRock. We got the Ryzen 5 2600 right here from AliExpress. It was a good deal, like around $30, $35. I'm not sure how much I paid for exactly, but I'll make sure all of these have its prices so you guys will know. This is also from AliExpress, the iGo Ice 200 CPU cooler. Now, usually I wouldn't get an RGB CPU cooler. The only problem is that this case right here doesn't come with any fans, no fans whatsoever. And I can't even put a 120mm fan, even though I have a lot with me in my desk right there. So to increase its resale value, I do need to get RGB somewhere. So I decided to get a RGB CPU cooler right there. And as I mentioned, this case doesn't come with a fan, which is kind of weird. I mean, it's small and it's cheap. I had to get this 80mm case fan from AliExpress, also for like $3. But yeah, like I don't know why this case doesn't come with a fan. I didn't really think of that. Anyway, so here's what you guys our main graphics card, the RX 570. Now I know RX 570 is like, I don't know, like 10 years old or something, which is kind of old. But I think it will do really well for 1080p gaming. You can expect it will run on like the more heavy intensive AAA games. But yeah, I mean 60 FPS and above, it should be able to run fine for most games. And our power supply right here, we actually got 2 of them. I'll use the other one for another computer build. This is the CX430 power supply from Corsair. So for 30 watts, right? So initially I wanted to get an RX 580, but because this is for 30 watts, you know, it's playing with margins right there with the power available. So I think an RX 570 would be really good. And our RAM, we got 16 gigs of 2100 megahertz RAM. RAM is so expensive right now, by the way, guys, which is kind of insane. But I got a good deal though. I got 32 gigs of RAM for $30, which is really insane. The only downside is the speed, 2100 megahertz. So I might try the XMP profile and overclock that to maybe 2400 megahertz or maybe 2666 megahertz. So yeah, I will show that to you in a bit. But anyways, yeah, let's get to building, I guess, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you. So this is 80% done. I do need to check if it runs correctly before I do cable management. I did change the SSD from here originally to the side here because I found out that this was detachable. So I took it off, and yeah, it was a long process actually with the cable management because I had to make sure the cables for the case were all connected and so on. But yeah, I'll test this out right now. Plug it in, make sure that this is on in the power supply, and let's do the boot up test. Yes, everything's working fine. RGB from the CPU cooler is working. This fan is working. Is the power supply working? yeah, it's also working. Everything's working fine. Awesome. So before I plug in graphics card, I will do cable management right here, and yeah, we'll see the final product at the end. Okay, so we just finished cable management. I think it looks really nice actually. However, there's a problem right here. This graphics card is huge, and while it does fit, like for example right here, if it's like this, then it fits just barely, as you can see right there. But like there's no way of putting it in. Oh my god. So like if I do this, then that, it won't fit. If I do this, it won't fit in any way. So I don't know what to do here, guys. Like unless, yeah, so I think I do gotta change this to the 1660, which I do have just lying around there. So I'll put the 1660 here, hopefully that fits, and I'll use this for a future build. But yeah, in a different case. But yeah. So we do have our 1660 Super right here. Let's just test if this will fit fine. Right there. And yeah, this fits perfectly. So yeah, I guess 1660 Super it is. Okay. Okay guys, so it's the end of the day right now, as you can see in the background right there. But on the bright side, we did manage to complete building the budget gaming PC right here in the small soeyi case. Trust me guys, if you find a good deal on a case, do not get this small case, because cable management was taking me so much time. Like, funny enough, I did spend more time dealing with cable management compared to building the actual PC itself. But for you guys out there that don't really care about cable management, then it shouldn't take that much time. Plus, the side panel is covered too, so it's gonna look something like this. So the cable management doesn't really matter a lot. However, since I'm gonna be reselling this, I do need to make sure that my clients are satisfied with activated Windows 11 and many more. And that's why I do have a 5-star rating across my Facebook Marketplace profile. Feel free to check me out. And I don't know, if you want to, you could buy this computer for me. The cables are really well organized. Everything looks really clean. And yeah, it's unfortunate that we had to change the RX 570 with a 1660 Super, which I had lying around. I was initially supposed to sell this. I did get them at around the same price. I got this before the RX 570 in a batch deal, which was around $40 a pop, which is really good. However, I'm running a lot of 1660 Supers, and I did decide to get RX 570s for $35 a pop, and I got literally 10 from a person who was selling them. I got a batch deal basically. However, since I know just now that the RX 570 won't fit in this case, I have 2 of these cases. I did order some Q300L cases, which I found at a good deal. That way I could build another budget gaming PC, but use the RX 570. But yeah, overall, this is a really clean and minimalist case right here. It's not, the traditional gaming PC kind of look, with side panel, RGB, and so on. But it's a minimalist computer, good for both office work and light gaming. It has 32 gigs of RAM, by the way, so it could, be used for coding or whatever. Anyways, that wraps up the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section if there's any improvements you want to make or just want to chat about tech. Feel free to follow me on LinkedIn too for any opportunities. But yeah, I guess make sure to like, subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Bye.